Bitch, if you don't say the motherfucking introduction and come on.
I have to mentally prepare myself, bitch.
Really? You gotta
feels so good to
so
be
you
back.
just gotta be in the moment, bitch.
Yeah, just like I'm
practice
trying
mindfulness.
I'm trying to be mindful.
Aww.
Welcome back, y'all. The shit I'm 30 with me, your host, Carla Ramirez.
And your boy, Anthony Bertram.
We are back.
Yes, we are back in the motherfucking studio, bitch.
Cheers,
yes.
Bitch. We can fucking cheers and yes. It's not FaceTime.
Yes, bitch. No more in my closet sitting on my shoes.
Bitch, now you got AC, we got drinks, we got chairs.
Oh, my God.
I forgot I had gotten you that chair.
Yes. Yeah.
So when I walked in yesterday, I was like, oh, this bitch got a chair.
Yeah, it's a little regular. You know, we're going to keep this chair. This chair's going to be famous one day. This little regular
it's
chair.
It's going to be so famous.
That Carla bought off of somebody's estate sale. I guess it was selling all the office furniture and shit.
Fuck you. It was actually my friend's office. And I was like...
it was closing down, bitch.
Yes. I'm like,
and it was free, right?
Free.
Yeah,
he's like, you got 15 minutes to come here before I close this office down and we're going to take everything to storage. And I said, I need that chair right there.
Yeah, she pilling a little bit, but she get the job done.
It's got character.
It was better than that motherfucking bucket I was sitting in.
Right, so don't talk shit.
Motherfucking back all hanging
it's
over
happen. Like a friend
shit.
of mine was talking mad shit about his car, right? Like talking cash shit about his car all the time, and that motherfucker died on his ass. There was nothing wrong with the car, and all of a sudden, he was driving it, and all of a sudden it stopped working.
Yeah,
and then a week without a car.
You got to be careful about that. I make sure I don't say shit about my car either. That shit
Yo,
happened to
I was
me.
like, don't talk about your car, so don't talk about that chick. It's going to break down and you're going to end up right back in that white bucket, bitch. Because I am not going hunting for another chair.
We're going to have to find another motherfucking office chair, child. So, yes, friends. So, you got back last night.
Oh, yes. We stayed together last night. We slept together.
Well, we did. We didn't sleep together. We slept in different rooms, but.
We got back and I realized that I might be the one with the alcohol problem.
Oh.
Because I said I'm not going to drink. I think it was just I was just so excited. So alcohol is definitely what I use to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
I needed
Sounds
to.
like a coping skill. Go ahead.
Let's have a drink, you know? So we had a drink when I pulled up. Then we did more drugs. So if anyone was on my live,
this bitch tried poppers for the first time last night.
With no dick around.
With no dick around. But it didn't make you horny, right?
No. So I guess if you're horny, then it emphasizes that. Or
I told you it just relaxes everything. It takes your mind out of it. Child.
It was a high. It was a rush. Just like what the thing said, it was a rush. It made my head hot. It made me hot. Mm-hmm. But then I also had a drink and then we smoked. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the fuck I was feeling the whole time. But what I started feeling was hungry.
Immediately.
It was
aggressively. It was yes, you were.
20 minutes. No, we were on the live for 30 minutes. So it was 30 minutes, right? I'm hungry. And he's like, oh, I got popcorn. Is the only thing he got. And I said, okay, cool. I mean, movie butter? Yeah, movie butter. Okay, cool. Okay, but it is the 100 calorie pack one. Bitch, what?
Bitch, it is. You got portion control.
How are you going to get me high as fuck and not give me the buttery ass popcorn?
So the thing about being high is that you just got to satisfy the craving. And
it didn't satisfy it.
Well, that's your greedy ass. You should have ate that kettle corn because it would hit that sweet and that salty one.
Well, you should have made it. For me.
But you said you ain't want no kettle corn because I popped that for me.
I don't get high, so you should know.
Carla came in and immediately started talking shit. She asked, I don't have chasers in my house. The only thing I drink is water. Bitch, that's it. I don't have too many snacks because, bitch, when I get high, I'm going to eat everything.
So how dare you come into my house and you're always judging me about not having snacks?
Because you got a child. You should have snacks. It should be fruit snacks and it should be stocked, bitch. You should get the Costco kind that you never run out, bitch.
So you want me to give her diabetes and all this shit?
She eat a whole bunch of carbs in the fucking first place, child.
As many as I make.
Well, the portion control her. I'm
not bringing fruit snacks in here because it's not going to be her. It's going to be me that's going to eat them, bitch. So no.
There you go. The truth is out. But I expected it, especially coming from you, it should be here.
No, I've never had snacks.
You're a snack eating bitch.
I am. That's why I don't keep them here. Because I know she's just like me. We're going to be snacking all day.
2 peas in a pod.
Yo, seriously.
So, but yeah, we back and we recording. Carla got a good episode to talk about this week, so I can't wait to go into it. But you're gonna go ahead and get into shit you should know.
Shit you should know. So, since we're doing this on time, it's not a pre-recorded. Finally,
yes, which is dropping tomorrow.
Yes. So, I wanted to bring up the fact that we all saw the raid that happened over in Mississippi with about 700 immigrants that were taken out of a food processing plant in 6 different cities. It was a record-setting operation. So what we saw on social media was the heartbreaking stories of the kids. It was their first day in school and they're coming out of school, the bell rang, and it's where are their parents? None of these children have parents. They have no one to go to. or they walked home and knocked on the door and there's no one there.
Right.
So basically on last Wednesday, there was a sweep of the processing plants, and the number right now is about 680 undocumented immigrants that were detained. So that's a lot, bitch. It's a lot.
Damn.
So one of the plants houses 1,000 employees, but it was 6 different cities, 6 different plants.
Okay.
So that's where they got 600.
So was it a chain of plants that they all were like connected?
Yes, pontoon, poultry. So it's chicken. So guys, when you go this week to check your chicken, if it's coming from these processing plants, that chicken went up.
Really?
I'm sure.
So they were running an illegal operation anyway by having these undocumented.
No, and I'll go into that.
Okay.
Basically, there's something called I'm gonna tell you right now what it's called. Oh my God. So there's a system that they use. So have you ever heard of crackheads selling their identity or their work documentation?
Yeah.
My crackhead uncle did it.
Mm-hmm.
He sold it to a Mexican in California when he moved over there. So they have legal documentation. It's just not them. So the ID is their picture. They just have an American's name on it. They have the work. They have everything. The social security number, the ID. It's all fake. But the government states to the plants, as long as it looks real, you take it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a
don't ask, don't tell type situation.
Yes, so
like,
it's
bitch, as long as we don't find out, we ain't gonna say nothing about
correct.
it. Just continue to pay your taxes.
Continue paying your taxes. So I know that a lot of them are illegal and everything, but when there is a false narrative out there that because they are undocumented that they don't pay taxes, we're not being shorted on taxes.
Right.
Like they are paying taxes.
Yeah.
So
Good
it just
point.
might not be their name. But they're not taking anything away from us.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them will not apply for assistance because they don't want to get caught. They're paying taxes, but they're not even applying for assistance.
And honestly, they're working jobs that most Americans are not going in to try to apply for in the first place.
At all.
So,
they don't want to because we're bougie as fuck.
Right. But if we outsource this shit to China or something like that, bitch, you got to deal with food quality and then prices of inflation and importation and all the shit. But I digress. Go ahead, friend.
So Mayor William Truly Jr., he was concerned about what it would do to the local economy. He was actually from Canton, Mississippi, because the community, it's made up of these undocumented immigrants. Like the plants run by them. All the local places are being ran by them. And right now they were saying like a woman came from a church to wait in the parking lot for whenever they came back and they would see a familiar face and he can bring the kids together. So she's waiting for a bus of some of the ones that they released. And she said, it's a ghost town. I've never seen these cities and these towns like this. They run our cities here.
Wow. Yeah.
So that was sad. But what I wanted to say was that the Homeland Security chair, he went off on the ICE boss and basically wrote him a letter. And he said to him that at the time when the country is grieving 2 domestic terrorist shootings, which is what happened in El Paso, Texas, was one of them, and Dayton, Ohio one. He's like, what you're doing is deliberately disregarding the long-standing guidelines and carried out another form of family separation, which they're doing it at the border. And this is the same exact thing. You knew that by taking all these parents during work hours, the children had just started school. They were going to be stuck at school. They didn't think this. I'm sure they thought it through, but they just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
about
they didn't give a fuck. He also stated in his letter that you guys went against the guidelines that was put in place for something like this. So it was just,
they swear up and down that they went by the guidelines, but one of the guidelines says that they need to alert the children protections.
Yeah.
The services, children protection services, and they didn't. More than 24 hours passed before ICE contacted the Mississippi's Department of Children Protection Services. So it left the schools, local state agencies, local communities scrambling, trying to figure out what to do with these kids.
Yeah.
So more than 24 hours, and they didn't know them. They're like, oh, they gave a phone call to the parents to figure out what to do with the kids after they had already detained them. Yeah. And they didn't tell the teachers and the school until after they were detained.
I actually read that some kids didn't know where their parents were until they were actually released.
No
and
idea.
Then it was like, oh my God, I had no idea where you were. That's scary. Like, I can imagine myself
Terrifying.
as a child coming home, especially, I'm pretty sure it was like the first week of school or some shit like that, and you come home and your parents are not there. Right. ICE has become the boogeyman in the Mexican community, and I think the foreign community as a whole. Anyone that's over here are documented.
They're
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different countries, Haitian, Jamaican. Yeah, it's just like they're focusing on Hispanics, and I've been seeing posts and tweets and stuff going around about black people really going in on Mexican people whenever they get angry and saying like, this is why Donald Trump is putting y'all ass in the back of a truck and deporting y'all. That's now. Disgusting. ICE is going to come get you.
If y'all hear this, I think we have a hurricane outside.
Yeah, we in Florida and it's the afternoon thunderstorm. It's right on time. It's about 6 o'clock. It'll stop in 30 minutes or so.
Jesus.
Right. But it's videos and shit like that going around about us really trying to oppress the oppressed, and it's like, dude, you can't do that. You're black. You should understand more than anything. But black people do that. We do that within our own communities. We do that to the LGBT community. I think we do that to try to make ourselves feel superior. And I'm here to tell you, you think just because they're coming out the Mexicans that you think your ass won't be next. But trust me, white supremacy is about maintaining themselves as the superior race.
They will find something. It might not be deporting you back to nowhere because you were born here, but it will always be something. It might be a cop shooting you.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
But it might not. It's going to be them planting drugs in you, in your car. They're going to catch you somehow. Or
finding to make something illegal like they did with marijuana and all this other stuff, child. And it's stop and frisk laws that they had and everything like that.
And they're trying to bring them back.
They are.
It's not going to go away. And we're all being targeted just in different ways, in whichever way they can find us and, hold us down with. So don't sit here and bring it. I haven't seen that. And if I would have seen some shit like that, I would have been like, what the fuck?
And people just making fun of it. ICE is going to come get your ass. Me and Gabby, we went, some of my friends, we went to the beach this summer. And
I did see that.
Yeah. And, I told one of my friends is from Guatemala. She was on here before. She did a real estate episode with me. Yes. The first one, Gabriella. And I made fun of her ass. She was over there. She was on the property, bitch, and she snuck her ass in there on the hammock, bitch. And and bitch, the sign clearly say, if you're not a resident, keep out. But her bougie ass is sitting over there hanging. And I'm like, you know what, bitch? ICE is gonna come get your ass and all this stuff. Now, this is before I knew the severity of what ICE have been doing. And my friends was like, oh, don't say that, bitch. That's so wrong. And now that I see, like, oh, bitch, they really are out here getting motherfucking people asses for no reason, bitch. And it was just like,
shit in New York.
You did?
So I'm on the train, and people be like doing music and playing music on the train and like live music or whatever to get tips. So there's like mariachi group of 3 coming, but they were so loud, and I'm like, they clearly ain't scared of ICE, bitch.
We got So
I have like a cruel sense of humor sometimes.
Me too, bitch.
But I don't mean it in a bad way.
But we have to be careful with saying that because this shit is actually happening. Families are actually being separated. Right, but even saying it, exactly. Right, even just saying it's fucked up.
Funny at the time.
And it's just us catching up on like we making jokes about shit. But let somebody say something about niggas getting shot and all this other stuff. Then we want to sit here and protest.
Here's the thing. Was it the bonus episode or the last episode when you were talking about, I think it was the regular episode, when you were talking about your ABC story?
Yeah.
And I tell you that when I find things that are hurtful or something bad is going on, I try to find the humor in it. So it's just like, they were loud as fuck, and I'm like, well, they ain't worried about ICE because they're loud, and, it's Mexican-ass music.
I get that, bitch. But it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate, but the shit is funny. It was funny. And I didn't say it to them.
It ain't that funny after you read this shit and you see these kids and stuff. Have you watched the new episode, the new season of Orange is the New Black?
I fucked them. I like Wentworth. I'm a Wentworth girl.
Okay, so they've been highlighting this whole ICE thing and really showing like, women being taken away. It was this one lady that was taken away from her kids. Her kids was born here. So the judge basically said she was trying to justify her staying here, not being deported back to her country. And she was like, listen, you made a point for your kids and why your kids should stay here because of gang violence and stuff like that. But you haven't made your point. Your kids are American citizens. They are already in foster care. They will be okay. Send you going back to motherfucking wherever you came from.
Foster care is better than having a parent.
Exactly. And her
parents. Our foster care system is shit.
Right. And then this lady was an educated woman. Like, she was actually defending her case. I think she was an attorney or some shit like that, or a paralegal. And yeah, was sitting here and actually contributing to America like these people were, paying taxes and shit. And the judge basically said, no, fuck you. You taking your ass back here. We're going to keep your kids because your kids are property of America now, not yours. And that's basically how the whole scene was. It was the most hurtful thing I saw, and she tried her best to get back to America to try to get to her boys.
So I was talking with 2 friends, and they're actually very like, oh, well, there's a way to come legally. You need to do your paperwork. And I'm thinking, that's bullshit because it takes 15, 20 years to even get a visa.
Yes, it's no clear set of rules and guidelines on what to do to become a citizen.
They allow white folks from Switzerland to come.
Yes.
But if you come from shithole countries, you're not allowed. You're not, if you're coming from Mexico, you're not allowed because you're a rapist and a murderer. But if you're coming from Switzerland, you're just a a big white rich capitalist.
Right.
You know,
this is another form of an attack of people of color. You know, like I said, it's shooting us in the streets, black people, and this is the deport them. White people are scared of their place in this country. They are no longer they're becoming the big man at top. They're starting to see other fractions and stuff like this, other races starting to make their way up. That's challenging their white supremacy and their privilege.
Keep coming, they're going to smarten up. We're going to become more financially literate. Mm-hmm. We're going to learn how to sustain ourselves without having to depend on the white man.
Yeah.
So that is a threat.
A big threat.
So and when they see us, man. I think I heard this Miko and Charlotte on The Brilliant Idiots. If we would have stayed segregated, like I don't know if you heard that episode. It's like the black community would have been so dope, and the white one would have been trying to come into the black one, like trying, and because they do it now.
They did it. That's why they desegregated us. It was no reason for us to let's try to be cool by one. No, it was like, bitch, y'all are actually making so much profit and shit like this. This black dollar is strong within your community. Bring that black dollar over here to our
bring that
white
Cajun
people.
Chicken over
right,
here.
especially.
They're tired of just the salt and
Let
pepper.
us own everything, and you spend your money, and we don't put anything back into your community. Have you ever heard about the Ocoee massacre?
Here?
Yes, Ocoee here, about how the white supremacists came in and destroyed Ocoee and burnt everything down. It was actually a very profitable black community that was doing extremely well, and this is something that you don't know about, that no one teaches about. But it was
I grew up in school here.
Right. It was one of the most heinous crimes ever done in America, right? That we don't talk about. People were hung, businesses was burnt down, and everything. Like, and no one talks about it. So they constantly, whenever black people come together, and like I said, and we're actually elevating ourselves and becoming powerful, they try to do whatever they can. And I'm gonna throw Bill Cosby out there. Bill Cosby deserved his ass to be in jail, but this motherfucker was almost done with purchasing NBC, and all of a sudden, decades later, this big ass scandal started to spread like motherfucking wildfire, and this nigga lost everything. His whole legacy is down. It always happens.
Like right when they're there, it comes down.
Now, I'm not saying we got no reason to be in jail. His ass deserved to be in jail. If he did, he does. Same thing with R. Kelly ass and stuff like that. But it's like they pay attention. They pull his card when they're ready to pull, and it's like pulling the rug from up under us to keeping us from
like if I had to choose which one was going to stay out, I'd say put R. Kelly in. Which he already is.
Girl, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna choose nobody. Put both of their ass in jail. I don't give a fuck, black or not. If you out here motherfucking molesting women and stuff, I do not feel bad for his ass. See, you pay. My grandma used to always say, "Whatever done in the dark will come to the light, no matter what."
Always.
And he is paying for his motherfucking sins, and this is why you really can't fight it.
He having a good time.
I'm pretty sure they protecting Uncle Bill in jail, but
they are. They love him. I'm pretty sure
they are. Yeah,
they love him, man. But basically, I just wanted to update you guys on what was going on with that. Now, one of the plants in Mississippi did a job fair, and over 1,000 people came out from between the hours of 9 and 12. So now those job openings are there, and they don't get in trouble again because they checked. The IDs and the work documents, and they were just false.
So would this company be fined or anything like that? That's what I want to know. Girl,
bitch.
Yeah,
I'm in Florida.
Yeah, welcome.
Literally, I think I had maybe 2 or 3 thunderstorms in New York.
I don't mind thunderstorms, especially when you got a little boo.
When I'm home.
Yeah.
Bitch, you know how good it is to fucking thunderstorm?
Yes, bitch, with some kids. Let the power go out, bitch. And it's a hurricane outside. And you just see that wind. Woo.
No, bitch. The power go out.
You just
bitch,
see the bed.
It's hot.
Just hitting the headboard.
It gets muggy.
Yeah, it does.
You don't want the power to, the lights can.
I mean, just for a little bit, bitch. For like an hour or so. And you put the windows up, bitch, and let the wind go through, bitch, in my place. I'll open up those windows.
Your lights can go out, bitch. Do not put that kind of energy over at my house. My lights do not need to go out.
If the power go out over here in this old ass neighborhood, bitch, it's gonna be out for weeks, girl.
First of all of our stuff is underground, so it don't go nowhere.
Oh, they did. Oh,
thank you.
I'm sorry. They did.
And these are the houses that people come to when there are hurricanes because we are brick.
Don't you have flooding and shit, bitch? You live right off the lake. I'm pretty sure this whole place will be flooded.
I'm pretty sure I've been here forever and it's never been flooded.
Okay, well, congratulations, girl. This is a place that people should come to.
This is where we would come.
Okay.
Especially when my grandfather was around. Those bad hurricanes.
I was staying in my high rise though. And
you stay in your high rise, bitch.
I'm gonna have me a boo. Hopefully, I'm putting out there. I'm taking an application for a hurricane boo. Y'all go ahead and apply. We just need to be out doing a hurricane. Don't. That's it. But
I need me a hurricane boo.
Hurricane boo.
Okay, I'm expecting applications for a hurricane boo too. How much longer do we have for hurricane season? Bitch, what the fuck you looking at?
I don't know. I ain't got
It was just applications. I didn't say I was going to accept them.
Okay, well, slide in somebody DMs, girl. Slide in the
Don't
DMs.
slide into both ours now, because I'm going to send you that way. If I know you slid into his, don't slide into mine.
Bitch.
I do not want a nigga that slid into your DMs.
Girl.
That would go for anybody. I don't want anybody sliding into me and my friend's DM.
You know, but if you don't respond and shit like that, don't get mad. If you curve me and ghost me, don't get mad if I slide into your friend's DMs or your sister DMs or your brother DMs and stuff like that. Because you off limits, bitch. You ain't respond to me. You ain't took my shot. If I shoot my shot with you and you respond back.
This has happened. Like, there was a guy, when I first got to New York, shot his shot in DM to Mandy. She didn't respond within those first 24 hours, so he unsent the message. Because we had already seen it. We just didn't respond to it. He unsent the message and then sent one to me. I didn't respond to that one, so he unsent it and sent it to the third girl that was with us. I said, nigga, we talk about you.
He crossing y'all off the list. One of y'all going to...
And we laughing.
Okay, that's fine. I don't blame this man for shooting. That's what you do. Go around the circle. If you find all three of them attractive, and if one ain't, go ahead. At first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try it again.
Well, don't try it with a friend. I'm telling you, don't listen to him. Do not try it with a different friend. I don't think there's nothing wrong
with that. It's like shit. I mean, hell, just because you don't find them attractive don't mean Mandy might find them attractive or vice versa. Like, he find both of y'all attractive. And it's just like, okay, it's cool. Like, you want to talk to me? We can talk.
That's weird.
I mean,
it's weird.
So it's weird for somebody, for one person to be attracted to you and your friend?
Yeah, choose one.
He did. He chose the first one. So what if you act interested? You have no claims on that.
It's not about a claim. You just look thirsty as fuck. No. That's all in
the eye of the beholder. That's
the eye of us women. Don't do it.
She don't speak for all women.
I'm speaking for all women.
You don't.
Don't go from friend to friend.
Okay.
It ain't gonna happen.
Just do it more discreetly though. I would have waited a couple of weeks or something like that, bitch.
We had just finished talking about you sliding into the DM.
Now you did look desperate going back to back like that. Wait a little bit.
24 hours.
They'll forget about you. Just unsend it.
Yes, you were very forgettable. Very forgettable.
You so nasty.
Just
keep tearing down these black men. Just keep on.
Who said he was black?
Just keep tearing her down. I'm pretty sure he was black.
Okay, he was.
I know.
But aside from that,
anyway,
let's go into the end.
Yes, we're gonna go into the episode. Carla, you asked me about imposter syndrome. Why did you ask about that?
So I asked you about that because I was having therapy while I was in New York. So I went through a lot in New York, a lot, and I wasn't. It was just a lot of emotional going through. I'm sure being away from home, like being in a setting like I've talked about, like outside of what I would call my league. I'm in a whole new world that I was ready for, but you don't know what you're walking into until you're there.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my therapist and she goes, I think that what you have is imposter syndrome. And I talked about the not being worthy of certain things or not deserving in previous episodes, but then the imposter syndrome came up. And it came because of, me starting the consulting and this. So basically what imposter syndrome is, had you heard of it before when I brought it to you? Basically, it's an imposter phenomenon. So it's a fraud syndrome or just the imposter experience. There's different ways that people say it. It's a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their accomplishment and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. So for me specifically, this is not the first time it's happened to me. So it happened to me, from when I can remember, it happened to me during bartending days. It happened to me while I was an accountant, and it's happening to me now. So if I go back to the bartending days, I didn't know shit. So I really was a fraud at the first. So I go in, I don't know anything, but I start bartending and then I catch on to it. But for a very long time, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be a bottle girl. Like, I feel like one day they were going to be like, girl, this isn't you. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know about liquor. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you're not a real bottle girl.
Somebody will find it out.
Right. Then for accounting, the same thing. Even though I went to college even though I have my degree, even though I'm being an accountant, I would go to work every day. And it's like, one day somebody's going to be like, you don't belong here.
Right.
Like, what are you doing here?
It's very common for minorities, especially women of color, to feel this way. Imposter syndrome makes us feel like we are not deserving or we're not capable of doing this, although our experience speaks for itself. So it's like, my resume shows. Like, I went to college. Right. I passed my motherfucking, I actually passed with fucking flying colors, graduated with 3.5 GPA. I did the internship, and now here I am at this fucking firm, and I feel like this is not for me. It's a lot of different reasons why, but main reason is because what we see growing up, we didn't see many people like us, and you can't become what you don't see, right? Like,
and I'm in the office where I'm the only one that really
you're
looks
the only
like
black,
me.
yeah, the only one that looks like you. So of course you feel like an imposter. It's like, this is not my space. This is not where I'm so.
Because
this is
even
not
at
what I'm
this
supposed to do.
last place, there was another Latina, but she was a white Latina.
Yeah,
like extremely long blonde hair, like white, and I'm like,
girl, you were born for this. Right? This is what you're supposed to do.
I had no idea she was Spanish at first. So I had it with the accounting, but now specifically with this podcast, so you guys already know like the whole story behind the show, how I started it. It's a small independent podcast. So I'm walking into the city of the mega city of podcasting, where it's all at, where all the biggest names are there, and I'm there with them, and they're talking to me, and I'm doing what I'm doing. And although it's working out, all I'm thinking to myself is, they're going to find out that I'm not as good as them. They're going to find out I don't belong here. They're going to be like, girl, that shitty little podcast of yours is not compared to ours. And no one ever said this to me or made me feel that way. But although I'm big on not comparing myself to anybody else or anybody else's like journey, you still feel intimidated that one day they're going to be like, you're just not good enough. So I'm also working on the consulting. And even though I'm even talking to these people who are this big and they're telling me, wow, you know what you're doing. When I market myself and I go on Brilliant Idiots and say, hey, I do this consulting thing for full time, I'm thinking someone's going to come to me and be like, you don't know what you're doing. Girl, you as an engineer, you as a producer.
Although you're out here learning everything that you possibly can and stuff like that.
Although they're teaching me the boards, I'm working them, I'm doing it, I still feel like they're going to come to me and be like, girl, you're not an engineer.
Everybody has to start from somewhere, right? Yes. And I think what's not publicized or really shown is the beginning processes, right? Or the struggles and the failures that people have to go through. So we constantly look at other platforms, we look at other people and stuff like that, especially in this age of social media, and we just see all their success, and it's just like, well, bitch, they are there, right, and I'm right here. I don't belong. And it's like, bitch, you actually do belong. You're following the exact same footsteps they followed. You probably are doing it better than they did, because look how at this particular point of your career and your stage, you're in the same room as them, right? And soaking up as much as no matter how you got there from your talents and your wits. That happened to me when I first got into real estate. I was 24, 25 years old. Nigga, when I graduated, when I finally passed my exam, it hit me. I didn't know anyone that ever bought a house before. It didn't. No, I take that back. When I was in fucking real estate school, it hit me. I don't know anyone that owns a home. I don't come from a family like, nigga, we were on HUD and all this other stuff. How the fuck am I gonna walk into these people home and convince them to use me as a realtor to sell their home, like with no experience whatsoever? Like,
that is scary.
That was scary as fuck. And then on top of that, me being a black boy from the hood that didn't graduate college, going in here, and it's just like, I had to convince white people like to use me out of all these other
big old black man,
right?
So how many properties have you owned before?
How many? And you know what? I had to understand that where I came from gave me that hustle and that drive. Right. I have the gift of gab because of what I've learned from my hood ass fucking family and all this other stuff. My strategic mind comes from my gambling ass father. So it was so many different things that the world and life has prepared me for that allowed me to be successful in that space. And it's like, once I did it a couple of times, to be honest with you, and then I think once I got on House Hunters and I was able to really look back.
Because Humble Flex, he was on House Hunters, and Humble Flex, they don't email him again. Talking about they want him back on the show. So whenever you see him, bitch, just know that's my co-host. All right.
But no, on some real shit though.
I'm gonna pop up in the back of House Hunters like, shit, I'm 30.
I had to really look back. I had to look at my career. I had to, and especially have my peers and my mentors in that space to continue to tell me how great I was. It was just like my confidence came back, and I was able to overcome that. But also me not being able to see a black gay male realtor like be able to, just do it like I am doing it. Like even now, I see realtors now, yes. But growing up, nigga, like I said, I never bought a house before, so I didn't know shit about a realtor. My auntie was the first realtor and the only realtor I ever met. So, and that was my inspiration. So it's very important for us to walk in our truths and be successful and show the world, like, you know, our process and our journey, because our community are able to learn from that. Another black Afro-Latina girl is going to be able to look up to you and be like, bitch, Carla did it. Your daughter is going to be able to follow in your footsteps and overcome imposter syndrome because she knows she's not an imposter. It's like, bitch, I'm a product of this.
Right. Like I did the Super Trip Talk podcast and they brought her in like the last 5 minutes. So shout out to the ladies from Super Trip podcast. And they're like, can we please interview your daughter? Because she's outside. And I'm thinking, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. Like up here. Okay, fine. So they bring her in and they asked her questions like, what's the thing that you're more proud of your daughter? So of course she brings up like how I didn't even see that she saw it full circle. But my trip to Atlanta to meet Charlotte, she's like, because you did that, now we're here in New York and I'm so proud of you and everything that you're doing. And bitch.
So I was powerful, just like, girl.
Oh, you're watching what I'm doing. And this is what I've always said. I'm like, I want to make sure she knows that she can do whatever she wants. But this doesn't take away the fact that I still feel like an imposter. Yeah. Like, I feel like you'll never feel like you belong. And there's other people that have gone through that. Like, it's not just me. There's very, very successful people that have gone through that.
Maya Angelou is very public about her imposter syndrome. As many books as she wrote, she always thought that she was not a great author. Same thing for Albert Einstein.
She said hers. Maya Angelou's like quote said, I have written 11 books, but each time I think, they're going to find out now. I've run a game on everybody and they're going to find me out. So they basically like, fortunately nobody found her out and she didn't let this stop her from writing the books. So when I read this about Maya Angelou, I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter how big my fear is that I'll be found out or that I don't belong. Don't stop. Like this, when I just got back last night, this mic is back on. I could have come back from New York and be like, you know what? I did what I was going to do. Cool. I'm back in Orlando and I'll just take a week off. Right. You know, let me figure it out because it just might not be the same. No, it's like, let's get back in here and keep these mics going because I never know what's going to happen. There was another thing that I said before you go to the Albert Einstein one. I don't remember where I heard this from, but it was somebody said, put out your project. And if in years from then, if you don't look back at your first project and you don't cringe or think like, damn, it was a little shaky. Right. You started too late. Yeah. So basically start. If you don't look back at your first project or the first thing that you put out, you started too late because now you've perfected yourself and you didn't have that time to learn. You're late. You know? So the same thing. When I go back to my first episods, bitch, I cringe. Like, I cringe too. My God, shut the fuck up.
I ain't listen to them.
No, but you're one of the very few that didn't listen to it because the podcast took off with those episodes. I saw it.
Yeah, the numbers was high on that.
When my numbers were high, when I made it onto the top charts on iTunes, was those episodes. So if I would have waited to have the perfect sound, the perfect co-host, the perfect content, all of it, this perfection that I was waiting for, you'll never start because you'll never be perfect.
You learn to build a plane on the way down. That's the whole thing about being an entrepreneur. It's like you jump and then you learn and perfect yourself in the journey. So
you might hit. But most of the time when you hit the ground, you're not going to die. You can get right back up. And it's like now you have a bruise or it'll hurt and you'll know never to go there again, never to do that part again. It's like, oh, that hurt a while back. It wasn't right. Let me try something different. So you definitely learn from your failures. That shit is really true.
Yeah. Go ahead. So for you came with some identifiers on what type of imposter syndrome.
Because there are 5 different imposter syndromes, and I'll tell you guys which one mine is. Mine is the perfectionist. So we've talked about on here how with my therapist we found out that I am not controlling. God damn it, I am a perfectionist.
Girl, that's another form. Go ahead.
Shut up. Don't make me call my therapist on your ass. She went to school for this.
Oh, okay.
So
congratulations.
Basically, the imposter syndrome of the perfectionist is perfectionism and imposter syndrome go hand in hand. So if you think about it, the perfectionist sets extremely high goals for themselves, and when they fail to reach a goal, they experience major self-doubt and worry about measuring up, which I do that all the time. I have these high goals for myself, and if I don't reach them when I say I'm going to reach them or how I'm going to reach them, I'm like, damn, I'm not good enough. So whether you realize it or not, the perfectionists can also be control freaks. AKA me, feeling like they want something done right, they have to do it themselves. You know that. Because it's really hard for me to give control sometimes because I'm like, no, I just want it done right. And I'm scared that it won't be done right and it has nothing to do with the person at all. Like you could be the best at what it is. And I don't want to give that up because I'm like, what if it fails? I'd rather it fail with me than someone else. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand it.
You're going.
I understand what you're saying.
Right. So that's the perfectionist. Then there's the Superwoman or the Supermans, and that one is the phenomenon. They're convinced that they're the real deal around colleagues. Like they are the one. They push themselves to work harder, and they harder and harder to measure up, but they just feel like it's a false cover up. They're just covering up their insecurity. So you see somebody at work and they're like, they think they're so good and they're always boasting. Most of the time it's an insecurity. Like when niggas talk about, oh, I got a big old dick, girl, you can't, ooh, girl, what I'm gonna put this thing on you. And then you get to the bed and it's like,
I don't know why you went from work to motherfucking dick, but
because that's how it goes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The Superwoman man, the super dick. If you talk about your dick all day long, you got a little dick. So this is what happens with the imposter syndrome. They're imposters. They imposter the dick.
In my field, people talk about all the time about their numbers and shit like that. You have some people are so insecure, it's like they overwork themselves and do whatever they possibly can just to, and also put other people down in their field to make themselves feel like, okay, I'm superior. I actually do belong. And it's just, it's them projecting their insecurities on you. So that's a good one too, friend. The natural genius is number 3.
Number 3 for the natural genius. It's young people say that this competence type they believe to be a natural genius. As such, they judge their competence-based ease and speed as opposed to their efforts. In other words, if they take a long time to master something, they feel ashamed. So there's times that I can't pick up things right away. There's usually if it's math, I got it in its numbers. When it comes to certain things, technically like video, I picked up audio really fast and I couldn't pick up video. And for the longest time, you guys weren't getting any video because I was scared of it. I couldn't pick it up, so I just put the camera down and I didn't do anything with it. So to this is like, if you're used to excelling without much effort or you're used to getting straight A's, anything like that, you are the natural genius. And when things don't happen fast, you feel like you don't belong there. So now you're being an imposter in wherever you are, which I felt that with the video aspect of the podcast.
I felt this speaks to me on so many different levels. I felt the way in many different things. Like I'm so used to catching things easily. And when I don't, it takes me back to my ABC story, which we talked about on the last episode. But Mitch, it makes me feel. Mitch, it makes me feel.
Have you talked about that with your therapist?
You ask me that every single time, and I tell you
I'll be
yes.
forgetting.
I'll tell you yes. But
because I just think about it. If you dealt with it in therapy, how come it still hits you so hard?
No, bitch, it's me just talking about. I understand why I felt certain ways because it takes me back to that moment.
But aren't you supposed to work in therapy? For it to not take you back there?
It's not taking me back there now. No, I overcome it. But I'm speaking from my experience and in my past experience. No, bitch, because you be asking me some stupid shit sometimes, bitch. Damn. Of course, girl, leave me alone. So, yeah, bitch, you start feeling some type of way when you don't get it and everything like that. You're like, clearly, this is not for me. And, everything doesn't come easy. Sometimes you really do have to continue on and continue to fail. You learn from failing. So, yeah. That's good. Let's go to number 4, the soloist.
The soloist. So, sufferers who feel as though asking for help reveals their phoniness are what people call the soloist. It's okay to be independent, but not to the extent where you refuse assistance so you can prove your worth. So basically, if you feel firmly that you need to accomplish things on your own and only on your own, you're probably the soloist type. Or if you're always saying like, I don't need anyone's help, if that sounds like you, you're probably a soloist. Mm-hmm. So I don't have that one.
No, you don't. You don't. You do ask for help and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You like to delegate stuff sometimes with your controlling ass.
Shut up. Yeah. I'm not controlling. I'm a perfectionist.
That touches.
It triggers me.
It does.
Every time I say you
triggers,
bitch.
Every time I do it, you jump. That energy jumps up like that.
Saying,
you gotta defend yourself.
Dummy. See if it triggers you.
That don't trigger me because I work through my shit.
Well, I'm not a control freak.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes.
If you're not, you're not, bitch. It's either you are or you're not.
I'm a perfectionist. I want you to use the right word.
Bitch, no, I think you think that's so positive. Like, oh, I'm a perfectionist.
It's not a positive thing.
So okay, well, stop using it. I think when
it's not a negative thing either. It's one of those things that you can. It can fuck you up if you take it to an extreme.
It can fuck up you. It can fuck up relationships and stuff like too, because you have these unrealistic expectations on things, and it's just like, girl, it's no such thing as perfectionist. So perfection.
So the other one is the expert. Expert measure their competence based on what and how much they know or can do. So believing they will never know enough, the fear of being exposed as inexperienced or unknowledgeable. So if you shy away from applying to a job posting because you don't meet every single educational requirement, you're probably the expert. That hasn't happened to me because I'd be like, they want what? A degree and a master's and a PhD? I I got AS. Let me go in and apply. Like, fuck this shit. You need 10 years of experience. I'm like, I did it for 6 months. Right. Boop, apply.
That's what I did. When I got into real estate, it was like, oh, bitch, I have 5 years of real estate experience, bitch, from watching HGTV. That's what my motherfucking experience came from, bitch.
Listen, I swear.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check me?
Right.
Are you constantly seeking out trainings or certifications because you think you need to improve your skills to succeed? You're probably the expert. I know people like that. They always they stay in school for more degrees, or more certifications. I'm like, bitch, go on YouTube. You can figure this out in a week on YouTube. Shit. Even if you've been in your role for some time, can you relate to feeling like you still don't know enough? And that I've felt sometimes. But I want to be the best I can be at what I'm doing. So sometimes I'm like, oh, there's something I don't know, and that freaks me out a little bit. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I know I'm not in a current state of imposter syndrome, I guess. Maybe when I first started this podcast a little bit, when I started recording with you, I was like, you know, I was a little bit insecure about the way I spoke and everything like that, you know, my Southern accent and everything, and speaking to Southern accent, speaking so fast sometimes and all this other stuff. I was like, girl, me. And then when people started to tell me, oh, you know, you have a really good speaking voice. What?
I still don't understand how y'all listen. First of all,
bitch,
I don't know how y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying.
I don't know. I listen back, and when I listen, I'm like, "Oh, Anthony, you sound so intelligent. You speak so clear."
Do I sound smart, friend?
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. We talk about this all the time, and you always like, "I don't like the way I sound. I think you sound high pitched."
So high pitched. No, I went to go do a drop for the drive that we just did, the back to school drive in New York. So we had to do a video drop, and he's like, you know, just. These are the questions. Just answer them real quick. This is out the top of my head. And I started, and he goes, wait. You have run-on sentences? Like, do you talk this fast? Why are you talking so fast? And I was like, bitch, I talk fast. And I was trying to slow it down, too. But he still thought I was talking fast. So I don't understand how some people still understand me or get what the fuck I'm saying. You are you. And people have no choice but to accept the way you talk. I mean, we're not going to... It's not a perfect way to speak, right? Everybody speak in their own way. So just own that shit, right? It just makes sure, I mean, if you're going to mispronounce words, own that shit, bitch. I do that all the time. All the time. Like, he will never say accent. He will forever say accent. That's a dialect from being in the South, too. So that's another thing. I know people in New York talk totally different from people in the South. And people on the West Coast. Own how you speak. And I do. And I don't pronounce every syllable. Should I wear a shirt to say that? Like, bitch, okay, I'm not going to say every syllable. So, bitch, just deal with it. Like, and we deal with it. Okay. I know when you say accent, you mean accent. Accent, bitch. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Context clues. If you don't understand the word, bitch, clearly you know what I'm talking about, bitch. I've gave you enough clues to get it. You have your own and it's a lot of shit that you mispronounce, bitch, and you can't say, bitch, I'm not finna sit here and go back and forth with you and tell you, you know you do it, bitch. Kiss my ass. Bitch. So you nose flared up, bitch. You know he cussing me the fuck out. Get on my damn nerves. And I hate when you be under the influence too, bitch, because you really be mannish. This is water, bitch. All right, before we keep going, let's take a break, Aunt. Hey, what's up, y'all? Let me talk to you. So when was the last time you ate a breakfast that you felt good about? And I'm not talking about the sugary cereal that you inhaled before running out the door this morning. I know them kids just started school yesterday and y'all ass is out here rushing. I was going to do Cocoa Puffs. Now, I'm talking about a breakfast that's nourishing to your body and not the damn Cocoa Puffs. Now, my breakfast has been completely untransformed ever since I started getting Daily Harvest. Okay. So... Daily Harvest is great, you guys. Especially when I'm running late for the gym, I like to go ahead and pop something in the microwave and go out with a fresh bowl. It's ready in 5 minutes max, and I have real organic fruits and vegetables that I've eaten before my morning coffee. Now, remember, Daily Harvest delivers carefully sourced, chef-crafted smoothies, savory bowls, overnight oats, and more. It's built on fruits and vegetables, and everything stays fresh in your freezer until you're ready to eat it. So I can actually attest to this one because I just got back from being gone for a while, and a box of Daily Harvest came in while I was gone. So it's been about a month, but there was a smoothie in the freezer that I forgot all about, and it's a strawberry and peach, but it doesn't have just that. It has strawberry, banana, peach, raspberry, oats, flaxseed, and goji berry. It's organic, it's gluten free. So when you leave right now, because I don't want you to take.
I'm gonna take that. I was about to say, bitch. Especially after the CBD, I just don't got inhaled.
But it was for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can share.
Okay, cool.
You want to share?
Yeah.
All right, we can share this. So now I know all I have to do literally is put it in the blender. I'm gonna add water to it because I've been gone. So there's no almond milk or coconut milk. But this is what I'm gonna do with my daily harvest.
So, you guys, in order to get this, we're actually offering a promo code. You can go to daily-harvest.com, enter promo code Carla30 to get 3 free cups in your first box.
That's 3 meals, y'all.
3
by the way,
whole free meals.
If you go out, it's like $20 every time you eat. Or something like that. That's $60 just for 3 meals. Free.
Again, go to daily-harvest.com and enter promo code Carla30 and get 3 free cups in your first box. All right, let's get back to the show.
Alrighty.
Girl, so we heard Queen Radio Nicki Minaj and bitch.
She's an imposter.
That goes ahead. That goes ahead to show you. That goes ahead to show you that we're gonna drop this episode tomorrow, bitch. This is how fresh it is, bitch. She lit some people up, and I'm here for the motherfucking read.
Lit herself up.
I'm here for the motherfucking read that she did.
What read?
But anyway,
it wasn't a read. It sounded like a chicken coop. The bitch just screaming.
You didn't even hear that fucking episode, so I'm not finna sit here and go back.
We did just
you
listen
heard
to
clips
it.
and everything like that, but you don't know the whole story, bitch. You don't know the whole story
about
what that nigga was doing and everything like that. We was talking about. Listen, Nicki Minaj.
You doing what she was doing right now.
She is stepping up. She is standing up for herself, and she's calling people out on some bullshit. Over the years, she's been quiet. She has not had a platform, or she never went on a platform to make herself look like an angry black woman. Now she's at the stage of the life where she don't. Now she's at the stage. Let me talk. Now she's at the stage of the life where she don't give a fuck about what y'all think and what she said. She is very successful, and it's like she's over that imposter. She's over that. Bitch, you can't take away her fucking success.
I would never take it away.
You can't. So why you talking about she was very successful? The bitch is still very successful. That song is #1 on the fucking charts.
Which one?
That shit look fucking hot girl summer. This song that you don't like.
Megan
girl,
song?
Come on now. Megan just came out.
This
is why I'm not finna sit here and argue with you. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go to unsolicited. We're gonna go to unsolicited advice because clearly this bitch is such a hater. So go ahead.
My point. We can't have different opinions.
No, bitch, because you sit up here. You what you doing? You're tearing her down.
I am not
for no
tearing
reason.
the
And telling
girl
she
down.
used to be successful. And you talking about a freshman artist is the reason why this song is #1. The bitch has never had a #1 single.
That is not what I'm.
Period.
She had millions of #1 singles.
No, but okay, who? Megan Thee Stallion?
No, Nicki.
So this is what I'm talking about. You comparing Megan Thee Stallion? Talking
I'm
about
not
Megan
comparing anyone.
Okay.
There was never a comparison. It's a fact.
I'm done. This is why I'm not gonna argue with you about it because you just like to hate. Like you like to hate.
No,
Nicki.
you are just riding her hard. Let's talk about the facts here. Nicki was a legend, is a legend. We can never take back what Nicki ever did. Period. Nicki was that bitch. Nicki fucked up with the Cardi situation. Took her down.
Girl, fucked up how? I'm not. Listen, I don't get paid.
Why are you screaming?
I don't get because you talk about she fucked up with the Cardi situation. Listen, people have been hating Nicki way before fucking Cardi. People have been hating her since motherfucking Remy Ma. People have been hating her since Lil Kim. People have been hating Nicki since she first came out. And so stop talking about this little Spanish bitch that can't fucking compose a fucking proper percentage.
It don't matter, I like her. She can sell.
Okay, everybody. Pussy sells.
Guess who can't? And you know how much pussy Nicki puts out there? She now can't sell.
And I'm not finna say why are we arguing. We talking about. Listen, we talking about imposter syndrome.
Yes, Nicki right now is an imposter.
No, she's not.
Yes,
an imposter about what? Her career speaks for herself, bitch. She's broke number of records outsold. She's the highest selling female rapper of all time. What is the fraud about it?
Back then, we're talking about
what you mean back then, bitch? It's still a record that has not been broken. Who has outsold Nicki Minaj? Nobody. No. Who has outsold Nicki Minaj?
Cardi probably.
No, she has not. Probably. Bitch, she just started. That's the problem with you niggas. That's the problem. That's the problem with you. That's the problem with you black people. You black people always want to sit here and compare each other to people instead of just letting people be great in their own fucking right.
So we're not gonna sit here and say Nicki's not corny as fuck right now.
Girl, you think Nicki is corny and I don't. That's the matter of opinion. So stop making that. That's the matter. You don't like her. Well, stop.
I do like her.
Okay, what you talking so much shit about the bitch? Every time she didn't sit up, but every time her song comes on, you popping pussy in the club.
I always will.
Okay, then so stop hating. So what you hating for?
I like the Laffy Taffy song, bro. I'm not the one to sit here and review music. I like trash music.
Okay, so what are you hating on this bitch for? Do you know what has she ever done? So what has she ever done for you to be on this? Nicki is corny. Nicki is this. What has she ever done to make you think
been corny this whole time? So, she forgot to evolve. She still wants she's not authentic.
Evolve into what?
Evolve into like with the times. She's still acting like she did way back when, and now it's just like, bitch, you corny.
Girl, what?
Yes.
Nicki still saw every
bro. This hot girl summer wave has been going all summer, so it's like, let me jump on it now because Megan is like a fan of mine and kissing my ass, and she knows Megan can never be above her right now. Like, come
girl,
on.
what? Do you know how you fucking sound? Do you how you fucking sound? Megan loves Nicki Minaj.
And that's why Nicki did it.
It was a privilege.
Cardi didn't kiss her ass.
And to be honest with you,
Cardi didn't kiss her ass.
Yes, the fuck she did to get her own motherfucking words. I'm not gonna do this.
She did not kiss her ass to get her on motorsport.
Look, we going back and forth.
Are you about to say that Cardi kissed her ass to get her on motorsport?
So we're gonna go ahead and go to our unsolicited advice.
Again, when people think they don't know what's going on, Nicki fans be shutting up every time.
I'm too old to be anybody's motherfucking fan. What I just don't do is I don't take away from people. I don't take away from people.
I'm not taking away from her.
Yes, you are, bitch. You did. You just sat here and just tried to take away everything this bitch is built for. Some her numbers are not good. Bitch, she's corny.
Her numbers right now are not good.
And all this other stuff.
Her numbers right now are not good.
Bitch. How do you know?
What did Megatron do?
How do you know?
What did Megatron do?
One out of how many fucking singles this bitch has put out?
When is the last single she had?
One single, bitch.
When is the last album she had?
I'm not arguing with you no more, Carla. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do it no more.
Just Queen?
Carla, I don't want to do it no more.
I know you don't because
no, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Imposter syndrome. Here, trying to say that the bitch is just lit right now and she's not lit.
Carla can't fucking sing a fucking tune and want to sit here and critique somebody else's music career. Now, this bitch has never been in a space where she had to produce music in any type of way.
So you did?
Yes, bitch. I was a bitch.
You're a music producer?
Yes, bitch. Listen, I'm not a motherfucking music producer.
Tony
No,
the realtor,
no,
Tony
bitch.
the producer.
I come
Tony
from.
the
Bitch, I
producer.
I grew up in the choir. I grew up in the church choir.
I
played the alto
saxophone.
I played alto saxophone since elementary school, bitch. Music today is still a big part of me. And for me, I do have more to stand on when it comes to somebody's music ability to talk about than a bitch that played basketball all her motherfucking life, bitch, and don't even know a difference between the treble clef and the bass clef. Bitch, don't come for people. Exactly. So, bitch, how you gonna sit here and try to critique music?
At the
You don't
end
know
of
shit
the
about
day,
anything.
Nicki is still corny.
Girl, that's your opinion, which is it doesn't stand on anything, girl.
It stands on everything.
So, unsolicited advice. We just spent 15 minutes arguing about Nicki and motherfucking Cardi B or all this other shit. Like we fucking 15 years
It was all
old.
Nicki. She made a damn fool of herself on Cream Radio today.
And you making a fool of yourself right now, critiquing this lady's career.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not critiquing her career.
You are.
I'm not. I'm critiquing her right now.
Why are we still going on?
Because she's trash.
Go ahead.
Can we cheers, friend?
Cheers, bitch. Unsolicited advice.
Unsolicited. So this letter, what should we give her a name?
Oh, make up one. Call her Sally.
Sally or ticking clock?
Call her Nicki, bitch. Let's troll some bitches. We're gonna call her Nicki. Bitch, let's be petty there.
Okay. What the fuck? Somebody just texted me something nasty, bitch. Somebody let me ride. What? Okay.
And you like to go on live with them nasty ass niggas that be
no, it was a text. Literally a text came through my phone. I'm gonna put their number on blast, bitch.
Let's stay on topic, friend.
Okay, sorry. Let's stay on topic. Okay. Hey guys, I've recently turned 30 and have taken dating more seriously. I'm very content and happy being single, but with me wanting children within a marriage, I'm very aware of my biological clock. I'm well established in my career. I've had some degrees and property, so I'm not looking to be looked after, so to speak. But I want a serious guy to fall in love with who can be the other half to the middle class black family that I want.
You bitches.
Dating isn't easy. I've definitely got stories to tell my grandkids. I have met this one guy, black, 31. He owns a property, has a good career, no kids, marriage-minded, has a deposit ready to put down on a house when he meets his future wife, drives a nice car, and he's really sweet. First date. Paid our dinner, drove me home afterwards, and we discussed our next date. On paper, he literally ticks every box. Even leading up to the date, he would be communicative, plan the date, sends me nice messages throughout the day. I don't feel anything yet, though.
Oh, Carla. Bitch, on the mic. Really, bitch. On the mic. You can't have manners for fucking 5 seconds, bitch, while you read a letter. Really.
That was such a
you
bitch
mannish
burp.
As fuck, too.
No, that wasn't even mannish. That wasn't even like a...
That was just disgusting.
Oh, I need those
I'm
big
so
ones.
sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. This is not how
don't
this
apologize.
podcast
They like my burps.
Like, bitch, no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Who want to fuck a burp in their... Want to burp in their ear?
From me.
With that dry ass hair. Come on.
What my dry ass hair?
Because, bitch, that burp, it just seems like it's going to catch on fire, bitch, from the friction between the fucking air and that burp just coming together.
Leave
it's just going to
curls
spark.
Alone, bitch.
It's just so... Go ahead.
We're going back to Sally or Nicki, whatever the fuck her name is. Nicki. I don't feel anything yet, though. I am very headstrong I am a very headstrong and opinionated woman, and I didn't get any alpha male vibes from him. He also mentioned a few of his fears, and it literally made me look at him as being pathetic and weak. And I think he's a mama's boy. He sees her daily and tells her everything. I can't imagine us kissing, let alone having sex. I don't know if he could protect me if I was attacked. Unlikely, but every girl wants to feel safe. Do you think I should see him again? Has anyone been in a situation... Any one of you guys been in a situation where they thought the guy was feminine at first, but then he turned out to be a bit more rough?
You stupid bitch.
Can you guys guide me, please? I don't want to block a good thing, but equally, I don't think a woman should settle. However, settling and ignoring red flags seems like a good option if it means I can have children. And is this really a case where I'm settling?
All right.
You can go ahead, bitch. You don't call her a stupid bitch a few times already. So go ahead and tell how you really feel.
Girl, okay. I'm gonna give y'all a disclaimer. I'm on dark liquor, and dark liquor for some reason just gets me kind of aggressive.
So Nicki, he coming.
He
gonna call you stupid, Nicki. You chose the name.
Nicki. You gonna be stupid. You're stupid. I should have gave her that name. I should have called her Cardi. Nicki.
Nicki, girl.
You gonna stay up. You gonna end up alone, bitch. You got a lot of issues.
Yes, you are, Nicki.
You have a lot of motherfucking issues. For one, you materialistic as fuck. Okay, you sitting here. What you have named everything about this guy is about the things that he has that makes him a good man because of the things that he have. And also, some of these things are great qualities. You know, the fact that he loves his mom, the fact that he doesn't have any kids, has money ready to put down the house. Thinking in a marriage mindset, it's kind of hard to come across, right? And I just also think that a man is it bitch made for a man to love his mama? I understand the whole love mama's boy thing, but the way he treat his mom
is the way he's going to
treat you. The way he's going to treat you.
Yes.
So that's a big red flag on your part. The fact that you don't see that as a quality, you see it as something being bitch made and being feminine. And this whole feminine thing, I have so many fucking different issues with, and saying that he can't protect you and shit. Carla's feminine too, and I feel like she's going to protect me if anybody ever run up on me. Being feminine does not mean being weak, okay? That's one, and I think we need to get that narrative out because it's toxic, not just for men. It's toxic for women as well, but it's extremely toxic for fucking black men because black men try to prove their masculinity, which comes in a toxic environment where that creates toxic masculinity that causes all this fucking bullshit that we have in our community. That mindset right there is the reason why these niggas continue to come in and treat you bitches like y'all ain't shit. Because this is basically what you want. You got a man. Not necessarily. That's what it shows to me. And girl, have you ever been in a situation? Have you ever put you in a situation where you feel like you're not safe?
Yes,
like,
I felt that before.
I'm talking about him, this guy. Like they
just started talking,
and it feel like you looking for somebody to come and save you from what? Your craziness, bitch. You need therapy.
That's not how. So I don't think you understand that aspect of it because it's being a woman. There's a sense of I feel safe around you,
and I totally understand that.
I want that, even though I'm most of the time, if shit's gonna go down, I'm probably the one's gonna swing first. So, but there's a sense of I feel safe around you.
So you won't date a guy if he's in touch with his sensitive side and all the stuff. He believes in love and not violence and everything.
Okay. So I've been through this actually. There was a guy that was really, really into me. He perfect, tall, very handsome, had a great corporate job. He called me beautiful every day. He was so into my career at the time. Huh? No, he wasn't light skinned.
Okay, we ain't talking about the tall one.
He's tall. Which one?
The phone guy.
No.
The Walmart story, bitch. Stealing out of Walmart. That guy.
No. This is not him. This is not him. Although that's another one I let go of, and I could have kept that one.
Yeah, bitch. Go ahead. Tell the story.
Like, damn. Yeah. But no, this is before him. So this guy, when I tell you, he had a big dick. I know because he sent me videos all the time. I so bad. So the friend that we have in common, he was so in love with me that I didn't like him. So I would let him text him. And for like months, he thought that he was texting me. And he was like falling for me, but he was really falling for the guy. It was some fucked up shit. It was some fucked up shit. That was so stupid. Childish as fuck.
Yes. This. I don't blame you bitches for being single.
And that was my bad. But fuck you, I'm not single. Well, I am single, but I'm not. Anyways, moving on with the story.
This bitch, see, she don't even know what the fuck. She don't know what the fuck she is.
Shut up.
See what I'm saying?
On
take
paper,
advice from her.
Yes, take advice from me.
Go ahead.
On paper, he was perfect. He wanted a family. He wanted kids. He wanted to do everything for me, but I didn't feel that like. From it, I didn't feel like I wanted to like just rip his clothes off. Like, and this went on for like 2 years. We were just friends, and I didn't want him. He didn't do it for me. I did not feel like I would be safe around him. Like, I felt like I had just more. I was manlier than him, if it makes sense. I was more dominant than he was. I need a man that dominates me, and it's very hard to dominate me. So I think that's where she is when she's saying, you know, she got her own house, she got her own property, she got her own money. It's like. It's not about the money and everything else that he has because you have all of that. It's something that you can't buy. It's a swag. It's this like personality trait that you can't. You're born with.
You know what niggas got that? Ain't shit niggas. Ain't
That's
shit niggas.
That's not true.
Ain't shit. Okay, so.
Well, listen, you know what? So I like a sprinkle of fuckboy.
Okay. And then listen, and your ass want to sit here and cry. He dominates me though. He's so.
But no,
I feel
there's
protected
a way
with
of
him.
domination. There's a way. There's a way of you making me think that I got shit going, but at the same time, like toning me down. Like, baby, you can do what I want, and then when I get too spicy, it's like, bitch, I told you. I said what I said, and then it's like, okay, daddy.
I understand that. That's all cute and all, but you have to think what's more important, right? Is it more important for you to have stability coming from someone? Is that your number one thing from somebody else?
It's a combination of it. She's settling. There will be someone out there that has it all.
Well, girl, let him go then. Let him go.
No, absolutely, she has to let him go.
Oh yeah, bitch, and she needs to check herself into therapy. To be honest with you, I think she really does. She has some issues. She has some issues that she has to overcome.
It's not an issue that she knows what she wants.
Know what you want about for what? What does she want really?
She wants a man that makes her feel safe. She wants that sprinkle of fuckboy. And that's cool. And the sprinkle of fuckboy could have already left, because he was a fuckboy for a long time. So he got that swag to him. You know what I'm saying?
So what are the chances of this man is you gonna get? I think what you end up doing is
it's the 80-20. It's the 80-20.
Nobody's gonna be perfect. Exactly. Nobody. No one is gonna be perfect.
But you don't want the 80 to be the fucked up part.
But he has also not shown you qualities that he is not dominant and he's not like you. Also have not said
that you have. No, trust me. I said we know,
girl,
bro.
So
we know. The moment we meet you, and I can go on 1 or 2 dates with you, I know if you got it or not. From the second you tell me your name, the way you shake my hand, the way you talk to me, that conversation.
So that's more important. That's more important that he gives you that whole I'm aggressive, I'm that dominant nigga.
Yes,
vibe
because that's something
what
you can't
he has
learn.
and what he has built up.
Absolutely, that's something you can't learn.
Well, and you also can't learn how to manage. Sometimes you don't learn how to manage money and all this other stuff.
But you can.
Bitch, so you want to be a teacher? You want to teach a
no,
nigga? You can't raise a man.
Find someone that already has
you can't raise a man, but you also could tell
she
him
has
like,
non-negotiables.
Okay, well, bitch, again, like I said, she
has to let him go.
She's materialistic. She's materialistic.
She's not materialistic at all.
She is very materialistic.
No.
She is. On top of that,
How?
she has an unrealistic expectation.
She's not materialistic. She said she wants a middle class.
Feminine. Like what makes him feminine? Because he like his mama.
That's not materialistic. I think that part is a little off.
It's off. That's what I'm saying. That on top of the being materialistic about his cars and all that shit.
Same way. If I feel like there's too much feminine in you, I don't want you. I like
everybody has.
I like me.
Everybody has a touch of feminine and masculine energies,
and
that's
a
what
touch.
we have to.
But he has.
Girl. No. It has to be a balance. To be honest with you, it's a balance in certain situations.
He had too much of a touch. He had like a. He was overseasoned with the touch of femininity.
It's ignorant as shit.
It's not. It's just a preference,
it's stupid.
nigga.
No, that's why a lot of black women sometimes find themselves single. They complain about it's a shortage of men. It's not a shortage of men. Your expectations on the fucking black man is so unrealistic sometimes.
What are you talking about?
It is, bitch. It is. I don't hear this from a white woman. And to be honest with you, to say
white women don't talk. They shut the fuck up and they cook and they sit there and make the chicken with the unseasoned chicken. Fuck out of here. They lay on their fucking back. They let the rich white men who inherited money take care of them. Fuck a white bitch.
Can I finish?
Don't bring no white bitches into this.
Can I finish?
Talking about that's why a white woman. Fuck a white woman. And that's what.
Can I fucking finish, bitch? Can I finish? Can I stop? Can I finish my statement? No. Let me finish my statement. No, fuck that. No, because you're going off on something. I'm not going to debate this with you. No, Carla.
That's why the crackers go back and want nigga dick.
Okay.
She married this white man that has all this feminine shit, and then she want this
so
dick over here from all niggas. Fuck out of here! Don't bring no white bitches into this.
Listen. What white women and what white people do not do, and even in the gay community too. Even in the gay community too. We don't hold, bitch, listen, bitch, it's your fuck up community too. That people, it's the heteronormative shit that fucking gay people try to follow that continues to put them in this fucked up mindset about masculine and feminine shit. Like, this shit is so fucking stupid. Wrong with gender roles? Bitch, it's a big thing wrong with gender roles, bitch. It is. Carla, I'm not gonna sit here and debate you. Can I finish my motherfucking statement about motherfucking what? Okay, so white people they go to therapy. They understand this whole balance of they don't hold their man's worth and their value in their fucking masculinity, right? They understand that my man is sensitive. I understand. I love him because of his sensitivity. I'll allow you to cry, Fred. You can go ahead and cry on my shoulder. That's what I'm here for, right? You can show your sensitive side to me because you need that to be a balanced individual.
I don't think that's what
yes, you do. About. Girl, the fact is that she said he's too feminine. What are feminine qualities?
It might just be the
not
way
him switching down the switch. She didn't say anything about him being gay or anything like that. What are feminine qualities?
Maybe he doesn't open the door for her. Maybe he lets her sit in the.
Girl, that's not feminine qualities. What the fuck are what are feminine qualities? Feminine qualities is basically showing your emotions, right? Yes, the fuck it is.
There's other things. There's other things other than that.
Whatever.
It might not be the emotions.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's about. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No wonder this motherfucker.
No, bitch, I'm not screaming because you just don't know you.
No, because you don't get it.
All right, we're arguing at this point. I'm not. People don't like that. Let's go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
No, I ain't say you don't tell me shit else, girl.
Don't bring white women.
Don't tell me no, bitch. You have to understand.
Like they do something,
you have to understand. White people do. They get themselves in therapy. They go across. They what they have done. They're generations ahead of us. Mentally,
bro.
They are when it comes to this situation.
Then why are they the ones that love them a fucking
girl, it's
black
a fetish,
man?
bitch. It's a fetish. It's just like black women love motherfucking white men. It's a fetish out there too.
How many women love?
It's about motherfucking. It's like the same reason why you love black men, bitch. And it's like, girl, it's a thing that you like. It is.
No, but what? But you're saying like,
I'm not saying they're fetishized.
They go for the white man and they go. No, they
not
go
all
for
white women go for black men either. Not all black.
Child, every white woman out here want. Every one of them.
And that's a stupid statement to say. That's a stupid statement to say, bitch. That's what problematic, bitch. It's stupid. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get me a shirt.
And that's why you identify with a bitch like this, girl, because it's like you don't see that. And you hold these unrealistic expectations to fucking black men that they can't reach. It is, bitch. To tell like he can't show feminine qualities. You have to be a balanced individual.
Saying.
Okay. She just said, "Do you think I should see him again?" How anyone been in a situation where they thought the guy was feminine at first, but he turned out to be more rough, right?
Right.
Feminine. So
he said
what?
He's too feminine. She doesn't have an issue with the femininity or some feminine aspects of him. Too feminine is the problem here.
She never said too feminine. She said was feminine, bitch. It was no too. It was no emphasis on that. She just said feminine. And if we are debating, girl, for what?
She wants it to be a little bit more rough and not as feminine. That's it.
You're stupid. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to save you hoes. Y'all want to continue to do stupid shit like this and have a nigga bump your ass upside your motherfucking head. You wanted a motherfucking roughneck bitch and ain't got no motherfucking job, but he got good dick.
That is not what she's saying.
Enjoy. Bitch, that's what the fuck she gonna end up getting. Okay?
That is not what she's gonna end up getting.
Okay. Well, bitch, okay.
Nicki.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Nicki. Enroll your ass in some motherfucking therapy and overcome these insecurities and shit that your ass have.
How is it an insecurity?
Bitch, and when you do that, also send Carla your motherfucking therapist information too, bitch, because both y'all need to be in the same class. I don't think that bitch is helping you with some shit like this, girl. You still problematic in a lot of fucking things.
I am. No, I'm not.
Okay.
What is wrong with me wanting to be around a man that I feel safe with?
I didn't say about being around a man that wants you to feel safe, but you still can feel safe with somebody that's in touch with his fucking his feminine side.
It's just that's a feeling you cannot get rid of. That one man right there, he might be able to protect Cardi, but he just can't protect Nicki. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, Carla.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
She doesn't feel it.
So we're going to go ahead and go to our next segment.
Can you smile when you say it?
No, bitch. Go to the segment, bitch. Say it. You smile and when you say it, bitch. Say it.
Shit talk.
Stupid ass.
Oh, now I'm going to go in the fuck in. I'm going to put this guy. It's my turn to go the fuck in, bitch. Hold on.
You want some dark liquor, bitch?
I fuck this white. I'm going to need some dark liquor for this one.
Listen, go ahead, Carl. I can't believe you ain't see this, girl.
I did not see this shit. And what is the date on it? July 30th, bitch. Oh, was it only, what, a week ago? 2 weeks, a week and a half ago?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see this shit. And I usually go looking because I had seen the one above it. So we laying in the bed last night, right, talking. And he's like, you seen that one review talking about Carla says the N-word too much. Or they're really tired of me saying the N-word, and that they put N-word because I would just say nigga. So I was like, what? Where? So I'm thinking it was a DM or a tweet. He's like, no, it's on iTunes. I said, oh, let me go look. So Marth 7777. Let me tell you something, nigga. This is the review. You may have black friends, but you're not black. Stop being racist. Yes, you can even be racist with a black child. Okay, we'll start with this. I am black. Blackity fuck black. Blackity black as fuck. Why? Because Hispanic is not a race. When you are Hispanic from any country, a Latino, you're either white, black, Asian, or Middle Eastern. That's where you are. And you have Indian in you. So when it comes to me, I have a census. I have to choose whether I am white or whether I am black. I'm black. I'm a Latino that is black. Now, if you have an issue with someone saying nigga that's not African American, that's a different story. But let me tell you something, baby boy or baby girl, whichever one you are, nigga, goes both ways. That one is, what's it called when there's two people? When it can go for unisex. It's a unisex word, bitch, just like my fucking hands. Unisex. So pull up to me. I can say nigga whenever I want.
You 32 years old talking about pull up, bitch.
It was, I shouldn't have said that.
You shouldn't have
said
said
don't
that.
Pull up.
Go ahead.
Don't. I mean, if you do pull up, but don't pull up.
This is not that type.
Because I'm grown. This is not that type of show. Anyways, the point is that I get that the African American thing is where it all stems from. But also, Mark, I'm pretty sure that you weren't here during segregation. I'm pretty sure if you listen to the show, none of us in our generation were here while all this is going down, while we were getting lynched. So by the time I got here to this country, I was black as fuck and being called a nigga at Conway Middle School by all the motherfucking crackers. And not only was I called a nigga, then when they found out that I spoke Spanish too, I was called a spick. And I was treated just like an African American. It doesn't matter. You're in this country at this point in time, and you're treated, and you're being like a whole nigga. So my ancestors were here in this country, and they were also in Puerto Rico. So it doesn't really matter. So again, Hispanic and Latino is not a race. Me having a black child, she is black. I have black friends, and I'm black. So next time you want to say something along this line, educate yourself, dumbass. I am black. Nigga. I'm done. I ain't gonna give him no more. Fuck him. Her, he, she, whatever the fuck.
Child, I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm tired of arguing with Carla.
I can't believe I missed this guy.
Yeah, you know, Carla, I personally don't care about Spanish people or people of color using the word nigga, but I do understand about how precious that word is to the African American community, yes. And it's something that we have earned due to slavery. But you know, was Puerto Ricans enslaved?
Yes.
Okay,
the same boat that came here and just dropped off in South Carolina. It stopped in Puerto Rico first.
It stopped in Puerto Rico first. So, and I do understand that, and I understand your point that you said earlier. You know, we don't have a problem when Trinidadians come over here and Jamaicans and stuff like that come over and say the word nigga. But I would tell you, a lot of Jamaicans and a lot of island people that I know usually don't say that word.
The ones I know just
island people, people from Africa, people from Europe that are black. They also don't say the word. I'm talking about
the ones that I grew up here.
I know. Yeah, you did. Okay.
I was raised here.
Yeah.
So it's not like
it's part of your culture.
It's part of my culture, just like it is part of y'all's culture.
Yeah.
So it's like, shut the fuck up.
And I understand it. So it's just it's about your experience.
And if you got a problem, don't listen.
Well,
shit.
Continue to listen.
No, fuck you. Don't listen to shit, nigga.
Continue to listen. You know, I understand y'all guys can, voice your opinions and your views and stuff like that, just like anybody else. But this is what this platform is here for, you to sit here and share your experience and why you feel. And I'm tired. I know you feel so tired of justifying your blackness because you have to do it in your community where you're from. In the Puerto Rican community, you have to do it in the black community and also in the fucking white community too. It's like you all are constantly having to prove yourself. So I understand why this struck a chord. So, friend, I don't care. I understand.
I say it a lot. I get it. But that's like, just like this nigga says bitch every fucking 5 seconds. Bitch, 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 bitch. Like, That's just the word that I use. Oh, don't look. I'm sorry, friend.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean.
So some people,
But bitch is multicultural, right? It doesn't belong to any race of people, right?
No,
white people say, but so I understand why it doesn't fit. Now, what feminists can also say that I don't like the word bitch, but
right.
Bitch
and you're allowed to not like it.
But bitch has become an acceptable word that is even played in daytime television. That it's not nigga. It's not. You still can't say the word because of how sensitive it is to people. So you can't.
I don't like for people that don't know me to come at me like, if I'm not black, then I'm white, because that's the only other way to go when we're talking about race
in America.
Well, period.
Okay.
Because Latinos is not a race. Mm-hmm. So outside of America, you're Latino because of the country you were born in and the language you speak. Mm-hmm. But we are not a race. So it doesn't matter where in the world we are. We're white, black, or Asian, or Middle Eastern. Doesn't matter where in the world. There are Middle Eastern, Asian, Latinos. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it doesn't matter where in the world. When you come at me like you're not black, you're basically telling me I'm white. What the fuck am I, Asian? No, I'm not. So I am black.
Yeah.
So and if you call me white, well, how come they don't accept me? My hair, this naps that you talking about that are dry as fuck, this don't happen with white people. These curls, they don't get dry.
They have dry hair.
Huh?
They have dry hair.
Not like this one. Thank you.
It look a little.
Fuck you. All Native American ass bitch.
I'm pretty though, bitch.
And I'm beautiful, so I'll take it. So that's all I'm saying. I feel like whenever I have people that are certain African Americans that feel like, oh, Hispanics aren't black, or certain black Hispanics, it's like, so you think I'm white, but they don't accept me. So shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Shut the fuck up, because the same way they don't accept you, they don't accept me.
I get you, friend. So my shit talk today, you guys, is on a different load. For y'all out there that watch Pose, they aired season 2, episode 8. I know you're not caught up, right?
I am, bitch. I've been watching it on demand.
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah.
So you caught up to the last episode?
Yes.
So did you see that sex scene between Praytell and Ricky?
That sex scene.
So that
it had a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
That.
So it wasn't the whole fact about it being a sex scene. My main issue with this was the age difference between Praytell and Ricky. Praytell, I think in the show, he's about 45, 46 years old, and Ricky was like in his early 20s, right?
If he even in his 20s.
But people on Twitter told me that Ricky is supposed to be 23. Okay. It was so uncomfortable because it's like, for one...
Were you uncomfortable?
I was so fucking disgusted. I was so uncomfortable because it's like, dude, Praytell is like a fucking father figure, and he is also like, bitch, you're basically like a fucking granddaddy. Like, that's why I see you in a sense, and you fucking this young boy, and understand that like Ricky has an issue with attaching himself to save himself to people, right? He did that when he was dating a little light-skinned boy and everything like that to become part of a house and everything. He saved himself, got himself off the street, and then he went ahead, once he was cheating on that light-skinned boy with that other Spanish boy, he went ahead and joined the House of Abundance and all this other shit. And now that he's in a situation where he's going through his status and all this other stuff, he is also latching on to Praytell, and he took it, and what he does is he leads with sex. So we understand that Ricky has it's a fucked up way of handling things, and he used sex as a way to express himself. Yeah. Praytell, being the older person in that situation, he should have stopped it. He should have understood that.
Here's the thing. Praytell's going through his issues himself.
He is. However, being an adult, I should be able to identify. He knows that he's going through issues himself, right? Yeah. And he understands that Ricky is going through issues himself, and he understands this could be a moment of weakness. I feel like it was.
I think it's a moment of weakness for both.
And he took advantage of it, and it was disgusting.
I don't think he took advantage of it.
Okay, can I finish? Can I let you say all the thing about this nigga shit? Okay,
absolutely.
Fuck, you just want to debate bitches. Girl. Fuck, get through an episode without having to. So my whole thing is like, girl, we should need to stop normalizing this whole motherfucking, especially in my community, that it's okay for these old bitches and shit like that to be fucking with these young dudes. Like, and I hate to say it, but it gives me very like R. Kelly and motherfucking Bill Cosby vibes. And as soon as for example, bitch, motherfucking P. Diddy is motherfucking dating motherfucking Lori Harvey.
What's wrong with that?
And everybody is in an uproar about it. They say how it's so disgusting. Everybody, if Twitter is going off about Lori, it's been on the Shade Room and everything. It's a big topic because of how old fucking P. Diddy is. And it's the same thing here in my community. I feel like, nigga, when you pass a certain age, when you double the age, now if both of y'all are old, you know, like Karen Huger and her motherfucking husband. If you over 30 and shit like that, you can do your thing.
That's bullshit.
But that boy is too young and he's just starting out.
He is not too young.
And
he's supposed to be
girl, let me finish the motherfucking thing, bitch.
You lying. Sorry. Where's the liquor?
Okay. My thing is, I'm done. I'm tired, child. I've been arguing with Carla all day, and I'm actually emotionally drained from this. My point is, I don't like it. I don't want to say anything else about it because I don't want Carla to say anything else about it either. So no, bitch, it's done. It's done. So it's disgusting to me. I think I have this whole rule that I don't sleep with people past a certain age too. Because one, I think you inexperienced, and it's just a little disgusting. So it's creepy, and I think some of you bitches need to work through some shit. So looking for a daddy. That's another thing too. Y'all trying to replace this daddy issues that y'all have, and that's why y'all try to get with the older man sometimes too. And yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. Go ahead,
friend. No, everyone has issues. We're looking at an era and at a time. First of all, where there was, so you have to put yourself back in that time, and I don't think you're doing that.
I am. It's been forever. Even when I was a child,
no therapy for them.
It was therapy. It was not
out there for them like that. No one was getting therapy. They weren't. No
one in the black community was getting therapy at that time.
Thank you. And it was even worse for the trans community.
They're not trans. They're gay.
LGBT. Sorry. The LGBT community, period. The setting that they were in, it wasn't mental health and working through your mental issues was not a thing. Through your emotions, it was not a thing. So back then, I don't think Praytell was taking advantage of the younger boy. Yeah, he was 45. This was
his
43.
Friends told him to fucking electric. Everybody told him, like, you are an elder, bitch. You're taking advantage. You understand?
I understand.
This is why in the ballroom scene and families and shit like that the elders do not sleep with their kids. If you consider about somebody, if you are in a gay family, one thing you never do, and this is so true, you never sleep with someone that you are mentoring or anything like that.
He wasn't meant. Well, I guess
he was mentoring that boy
for a little bit, for a couple days.
And it's just like it's like I had a friend that was 11 years older than me, and I was like 20 years old when I met him, and he was not my gay mother or anything like that, but he was a mentor to me when it came to this gay community. Taught me exactly the things that how this whole thing works, right? From as much as information that I owe, all the things that I know, I owe it to him. Some of us all have that, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a blessing. You never cross that line of sleeping with them or anything like that because it's just
happened.
Girl, it does happened. Not. It's disgusting from my experience, right? Because it's like it's disgusting on so many different levels. So, Carla, you're not gay. Okay.
Oh, so now you have to be gay
for
this?
No.
See, that's the thing I hate about y'all.
So
gays.
Let me tell you.
Always come on with that you're not gay.
So you see how you took it? Let me tell you. I'm telling you this. Can I tell you? Can I tell you what I was about to fucking say before you fucking interrupt me and want to jump down my fucking throat?
You start with you're not gay.
So you're not gay. So you do not have a mentor in the sense like of that. You don't understand the whole relationship between an older gay mentor. So no, and that's the whole thing. But an older gay mentor on top of that, which made it even more disgusting. Now, if you out here start turning tricks and shit like that, and this is what you do, like Angel, and you fucking people and they 45, 50 years old. No. I understand that. But if it's someone that, bitch, you're acting as a father figure to him. Like that's exactly throughout the show. The narrative was you are teaching these men, right, on how the gay community works, how to make themselves better. You really were. So it was more like it was twisted on somebody, for one, the age, for one, to taking advantage of the situation, knowing what he just found out, and two, how the narrative that you have had with this guy as being a father figure, which made those three reasons made it so disgusting to me. What?
When you first brought it up, you're talking about it. One of the things you said, just like, were your words, Diddy and this girl.
Yeah, I was trying to make it relative to you because Diddy could be a father figure to motherfucking Lori Harvey.
Therefore, why I'd be like, why the fuck you start with you're not gay? Because you compared a heterosexual one and a gay one.
I was talking about the mentorship thing.
That's fine.
The family aspect of it.
That's fine.
So that's what I'm talking about. That you don't see
in a heterosexual.
Y'all have heterosexual families, like y'all
absolutely.
So y'all have, so it's a heterosexual house out there or something like that where you guys are showing people how to be straight.
Now it's so were you in a house?
I'm telling you.
So can you relate? You've been in a house?
I'm not. Okay, never mind, bitch. I'm done.
You see?
Because you don't understand. This is what I'm telling you. Why the fuck are you arguing about something that you don't understand and you can't relate to? Bitch, everything is not needed for you to argue for. Okay, do you sleep with them?
No.
Okay, what? Right, because it's not right. So my point too.
They were
so why the fuck are you arguing with me about my shit, talking about how I feel about it, girl? I'm telling you how I feel, and you want to sit here and debate it.
Because I don't think there was anything wrong with it. There was something
that's
wrong
your
with
opinion.
It, but it's like they're both going through some shit. Like, go to therapy. He shouldn't take it. I don't think he was taking advantage of him. He was going through some shit too. It's not necessarily advantage of it. If anything, the little fast little boy took advantage of him.
Okay, girl.
You don't think the young
I
one?
know, and I said he was taking advantage of him. I'm not. We're arguing. We're going around in circles. I said that. I said he was taking advantage. That's what he does. He takes advantage of people in a sexual way.
Right.
And Praytell knew that. He knew that. He knew that's what he does. Everybody knew that.
We can't blame Praytell.
Everybody knew that. Okay, girl. All right. Well, okay. All right.
Let's just not
That's
blame
done.
Praytell.
Okay. Whatever, Carla. Whatever.
And don't tell me.
You stop saying the word nigga then. Stop saying the word nigga and all this other stuff about how. Okay, do you see how you feel? You see how you feel? Somebody can't tell you that you can't say the word nigga, but you gonna sit here and tell me how.
No, not how to feel, but I'm looking at it from a complete certain point, and it's just like I didn't think he took advantage of him.
Okay.
Or maybe they took advantage of each other.
Okay.
So why blame Praytell?
Okay. Praytell is the older one. Yes.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Nah. That's the video review, though. We have a good review outside of Marty Marth. Oh, nigga. Mark and Danny. It says they found you through Unrated, Unruly, and Bingin'. Love the chemistry between you and Tony so much.
Not this episode, girl. This bitch don't work me. I'm so drained, bitch. Oh, this bitch don't work me, Jesus. I think she just had all this build up. She ain't been able to argue with nobody. I haven't
seen you. We can't do this.
Oh, Jesus God.
So, Mike and Denny, since you're a new listener, I love to work his nerve at certain times. And, it just makes for great debates. Especially
everything don't need to be a debate, bitch. I think you've heard that multiple times throughout your life. Everything don't need to be argued.
I don't argue about everything.
Yes, you do.
Everything?
You're arguing about this right now.
But not everything.
Okay.
Right. So let's choose
you,
right
you
words.
do, bitch. You do.
I argue about a lot
everything,
of things,
bitch. You are a nagging motherfucker. You nag. You get off on nagging. You get off on fighting. It turns you the fuck on, and it's so fucking disgusting to me. It's like, ugh.
Just don't say everything. Let's use the right word. Most.
And she arguing about
most
this now.
Things,
she arguing,
but not everything. I just want to be correct about it. So, Mike and Danny, thank you so much for leaving. You gonna push the microphone, bitch? I was, bitch. No, you did not. I am cutting that out, bitch. You shady bitch.
David.
You shady bitch.
That's what I am, bitch.
You talk about me saying shit, bitch. We can't do that no more. Man, if you want to leave a review and you want on next week's episode for us to read your review, whether you want to be like Martha and tell me what you don't like about me, or say what you do like about the show, go to iTunes, whether you have an iPod or a Mac computer or an iPhone. Anyway, you can reach iTunes. It does help our show. So leave a review, rate it, and you might be the next one that we read on the show.
Yes.
Anyway.
And we're going to start, we're going to go ahead and record another bonus episode for Patreon, and we're going to start doing lives on Patreon once a month, right? On Wednesday nights.
Once a month, Wednesday nights.
Yes.
You'll have a Q&A with us live. So you'll be there telling us what to do. And I think we might add into there where you can probably give us topics, and you can be the producer of some of these episodes, and we can shout you out as like, you gave us the topic to talk about.
Also, you guys, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, please give me a call. I drop weekly drum drops about different topics and issues that you are facing in the real estate market and what to expect. Follow me on my social media, my Instagram. You see how I just burped to the side there like a gentleman?
Like a lady?
Bitch, call it what you want. Feminine and masculine energy, bitch. I got both. You see how it works well in situations?
I like burping.
But anyway, find me on social media at Tony_the_realtor or check out my website at BertramEstates.com.
Yes. Same with me. If you're looking to start a podcast or you've already started one and you just need to get it to the next level, you can reach me at carlawilmaris.com/consultations. Just go to carlawilmaris.com, hit consultations. And from there, you'll get follow Idea to Launch. You also get free tips on there, but I can do a one-on-one consultation with you and give you a sponsorship template, a guest template, and after Brilliant, the website is coming out within the next couple of weeks, and that price is going up. So the price that is there right now, you only have it for a couple of weeks to take advantage. Because the price went up, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like my therapist, bitch, increasing these prices.
Right, bitch, when you told me that.
Bitch, when I saw that.
I died.
When I saw that, I said, that girl, you motherfucking out here playing, bitch.
This bougie bitch got an expensive-ass therapist, bougie-ass therapist, but hey, if it worked for you, that's what you need. I like mine. Mine is the same price, but I get a full hour, bitch. I don't get shorter than 15 minutes.
You need a full hour with your crazy ass.
She be giving me like an hour and a half sometimes.
You need it, bitch. Therapists give you what you need.
It's working.
There's a reason why Carla has an hour and a half. It ain't because she like her.
My therapist
she's
does
trying to make
like
a world
me.
a better. I'm playing with you, girl. She do.
She loves me.
Yeah. My therapist follow me on social media too.
Oh, mine told me we ain't following each other on nothing.
Because my therapist likes me, bitch.
We ain't following each other on shit. I don't think I want to follow her because then I really gonna want to be her friend because I like her. We can't cross those boundaries. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.